Good day, everybody. Today I just want to share with you some comparisons that Obi-Wan makes about Luke and Anakin in The Empire Strikes Back from a certain point of view book. And so now in this chapter, we open up with Obi-Wan talking about how in death, his life hasn't really become more focused or more fulfilled or more at peace. He still finds himself trapped in the Skywalker, or trapped with the Skywalker name and with their mess that they bring with them. He wonders how, even being a ghost, he still is allowing himself to be a part of this journey that started so long ago with Anakin. And he talks about the moments in time where he's stuck on Tatooine after he takes Luke there to be with his family, about how he would spend his nights being jerked awake at first with the thoughts of trying to keep Qui-Gon in line, and how Qui-Gon was actually supposed to keep him in line, and then those dreams slowly turning into how he could have made so many different choices trying to save Anakin, how if he had only focused on Anakin more as a person, rather than being so irritated with him, and getting upset with him at every mistake he would make, losing his lightsaber, not waking up on time, not giving his all in everything, that somehow that this outcome and the galaxy would be in a different place. And so Obi-Wan is thinking about all these things as he comes up and materializes in front of Luke and Yoda as they're having a conversation in front of Luke's X-Wing as he's about to take off and go face Vader. And Yoda is doing all he can to try and get Luke to stay by saying, your training isn't complete, you will lose if you go and face him. Have patience, stay, and complete your training. And then, while he's saying this, Obi-Wan is making this comparison between Luke and Anakin, like, Anakin was this hot-headed kid, he was somebody who the Order tried to force into the prophecy and mold him into what they wanted to be, rather than just making the prophecy fit around him as a person. And Obi-Wan feels that if this had been the case, if they had just treated him like a regular human, then everything would have been better. And he does mention here that Mace Windu actually had a scowl for everybody, that he actually just looked that way at everybody, but he reserved a particular frown for Anakin. And I felt like this was pretty interesting, so I just wanted to throw that in there for you guys. But with this comparison, he realizes that Luke is the same way. He's still hot-headed, and he still is going to do whatever he feels is right. And so with him wanting to go and save Leia and Han, there's nothing he can do to change his mind. And so the only thing Obi-Wan can do is to counsel him to remember what he has learned. And Yoda says the same thing, remember your failure at the cave. And Luke says, I've learned a lot since then. And Obi-Wan says, hey, if you face Vader, if you go to face him and his Emperor, you will do it alone. I can't be there with you. And Luke understands and says, I know, saying that he knows he has to do this and that it'll be on his own and that he must apply what he's learned. And so we can see here that, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Excuse me. And so Obi-Wan, and Yoda just have a short conversation once Luke takes off. Yoda's saying, I told you it'd be this way. He wasn't ready. We can't wait for him to be ready, and he'll never be ready. And during this time, Obi-Wan's thinking, why does it have to be the Skywalker name? Why couldn't Luke be more like his mother? Be more engaged in learning, be more engaged in doing what he knows to be his duties. Actually, why couldn't his mother Padme be the chosen one? But instead of saying all that to Yoda, he says, he will get there. There is time. We still have to rely on him. And Yoda says, there actually is another that we can train. And that's where the chapter ends. I feel like that, with these comparisons that Obi-Wan makes to Luke, it just shows the care that he has for Luke and Anakin and the relationship that they have together. It also shows that he will do whatever he can to help Luke advance. And I feel like we've seen that a lot in these movies and shows. And I'm actually very excited for the Obi-Wan show because, maybe what he says in this chapter with him being woke up at night every night, in a sweat, thinking about how he could have changed things for Anakin and changed the galaxy. We'll be able to see that in the show, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. I hope you all liked this video, and if you did, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe what your thoughts are about this chapter. I hope that you all have a great day, and stay tuned for the next one. And remember, the Force will be with you, always.